Right, now we've done most of the work, and all that we're going to do now with our little Valentine's card is put them all together. So I have a piece of trim, just ribbon, black and white ribbon, and the fox, the little label holder, and then I'm just going to use little extra embellishments here and there. So sometimes it will be a little flower, sometimes it will be a sticker. You know, it depends. So not two of the cards are going to look the same, but I'm not reinventing the wheel, right? So I am going to try and keep it all fairly simple and cute and beautiful, you know. So it's just a cluster of embellishments. It's actually what I want to do here. And I'm going to use hot glue just to adhere it all together. And then, you know what, in the end, it's going to be very simple. And when you adhere, when you put the hot glue, you know, on the back of like the label and the fox, it will press through the tulle and it will keep everything together, you know. So that's just a simple way to adhere, you know, your little card. What I did with when I made this project with my friend's little girl this weekend, I just gave her a little stapler and she just stapled everything together. So that's another option, is just to use a stapler and just staple it together, especially when you work with kids and you don't want them to burn themselves, right? So again, just putting hot glue on the back, and then I'm just going to stick it all down through the tulle onto the canvas. And I love this. I love the look of it. I love the layers, and then and I have this cute little ribbon, and I'm just going to cut it in two and slide one half behind the flower and the other half on the other side. Just use a tiny bit of hot glue to stick it down. So the reason why I love hot glue, and I've always loved using it, is just because it's fairly cheap to use, and because I go through glue like crazy, right? So you can imagine how much glue I use on a regular basis. And also what I found is that it really sticks. So I know it sounds weird, but I've had scrapbooks for the last 10 years. I've probably been using hot glue for the last 8 years, and I hardly have anything fall off a page. And that is the main aim for me when I do any type of scrapbooking, is I absolutely despise it when anything falls off the page. And you know what, when you stick things down with stickers and everything, it does lose its adhesiveness. I don't care what the manufacturers say. My experience is just that stickers get less sticky and then it falls off, you know. So, and since I started using hot glue, that hasn't happened. So I would even use hot glue on stickers. Not all the time, always, except sometimes, right? So now I have these cute little hearts made with sequins, and I'm just going to stick it down. So that's just a little extra layer on this little card. And here you can see how cute this looks with the little fox and the... So very, very simple way of making Valentines, and a lot of fun to do too. So I'm just going to switch out my background at some point because it just got a little dirty for me. So I do have a piece of paper that I work on. So just so you know, I'm not splattering on my actual desk. I use big sheets of white paper just to keep everything clean. And the nice thing about that is when I make a mess, I can just turn it around, or when it gets really dirty, I use it as just blotting paper, and then eventually it lands in the recycling bin. But the point is, it's nice to cover your desk while you just splatter and paint and do all these adventurous type of artsy stuff. So the one thing that I want to talk to you about is that and just a reminder, right? So I love Valentine, and I have been doing Valentine projects for the last 4 or 5 years, and I have a couple of awesome Valentine workshops on iHeartStudio. If you've never seen it, I really want to encourage you to have a look at it. And just to mention too, the first one is a layout course that I have, a class. It's called 16 Ways to Love, where I show you how to make all these pages with different techniques. There's lots of downloads. And then this love mini workshop with the cutest little albums that you can make for Valentine. And you can find it all on iHeartstudio.ca. So the good news of making a bunch of Valentine's cards or little cards all at once is that you don't spend a lot of time. That's the one plus. And the other plus is that you have 10 different cards. And honestly, these are cute. They're adorable. Everyone that received one of these will probably look twice. And that is my goal. And like I said, I did this project with an 8-year-old this past weekend, and she absolutely loved it. And the result in the end was amazing, and she did so well. You know, hers looked actually better than what I'm doing here, and she's 8 years old. So it's very easy to make. So whether you're older, whether you're young, you have no excuse. If you have a printer, you can print the little foxes, and then you can make the little cards with me. You can see that I used the X paper clip there, and I just added it with hot glue just on the previous cards. And then we're almost done with our little mass production here. And you can see that I'm tackling 2 little cards at once now. And you can either do it this way, or you can literally do it step by step, where you do all the tags, all, you know, for all 10, you know. But I think when you do 2 at a time, like I'm finishing here, two little cards at a time, then you can personalize it even a little bit more, even though most of them have the same elements on it. You know, we can personalize it a little bit more. I like to slide the ribbon in just underneath the image, and this is really a and it's just to underline it, almost just to add a tiny pop of color, and of course the heart motif, even though I do love the black and white polka dots a lot. The stickers that I'm using there is from Michael's, and I just found it in the Valentine section. And usually there's lots of discounts happening right now with Valentine projects, sorry, a little tongue twister there. So I would really encourage you to go and just get stuff and make it and do it. It's a lot of fun. The flowers is also from Michael's, and you buy packet with, I think there's 12 flowers in it. So it's very cute and awesome to use. I'm looking to add that little O there, but it's also a paper clip. And the product is from Crate Paper, the Valentine collection as well. So I would love to see what you make with these little foxes. So please tag me on Instagram with Art Class with Wilna hashtag, or iHeartStudio hashtag, or just tag me, Wilna Furstenberg, and then I would love to see your projects. And you know what? I'm looking forward. My goal is to still make layouts as well from using the foxes. I did a layout yesterday for a assignment, and I absolutely loved using them. Here you can see all the cards together, and I love the pop of black and white, the hearts, the softness of the tulle, the bling of the gold, you know, so much fun. I absolutely love these little cards. Here's a better view of one of them, and just focusing the camera there. And look how cute this is. So easy to make, very, very simple, and super cute. The cuteness overload factor on these little cards are high, in my opinion. Okay, so for the envelopes, I printed these little cards. It's actually little frames, but I used the Queen of Hearts on paper in my silhouette. I did a print through my printer, and then I cut through the silhouette, and it's actually on silhouette sticker paper. So I'm just going to focus the camera. You can see how cute they are, and then you can actually just peel off the back, and then you can stick it down. So I'm going to stick it down on a clear envelope where I'm going to add the cards in. So this is the envelope, and I'm just going to stick down the little sticker on there. And actually I used a little bit of a white backing to it, and then you can just slide the card in there. I love these clear envelopes. I think it's such a wonderful way to display your work, but to give it that finished look, right? And then I did finish it off with a clothespin, a miniature clothespin, a white one. There you can see the clothespin, and there you can see all the cards in their little clear envelopes with a sticker at the front to write the names on. And all done. What a joy to make. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the interweb soon. Bye.